Sammers with All Things Geek with BoardGameGeek TV, and we're here at BGG Con. It's been a month now since Essen. It's been a little crazy, but we're here having a lot of fun, playing a lot of games.
Flying out from all different cities across the United States, the BoardGameGeek crew flew 8 hours to arrive in Essen, Germany for Spiel International.
Spiel is one of the largest board gaming conventions in the world. Every year it's held in Essen, Germany in October. The convention hall that Spiel is held in is 44,000 square meters of everything imaginable. There are over 100,000 visitors, and there's a whole lot to see and do.
There are new games, used games, role-playing games, kids games, war games, party games, and so much more.
It's a dream come true for any board game fanatic, and we were lucky enough to visit this year and bring all that footage back for you. We filmed about 200 games over a period of 5 days. With us, we brought a whole lot of new technology. Thanks to the feedback last year, we knew exactly what you guys wanted. We had 3 cameras and a TriCaster. The TriCaster was really cool because it let us switch between the different cameras live from Germany. It was a lot of hard work, but we think it was well worth the effort. You can view the videos on the BGG channel on YouTube or on Ustream. I'm here with Beth Hiley, who you may recognize. Beth, where do we recognize you from?
From the Essen 2011 coverage from the BGG booth.
Awesome. So was that your first time in Germany?
It was, and I was glad we got to take a few days before the show to actually go see Germany.
Yeah.
Because once we got in the show, that's it.
8 to 8 every day. It was sun, so the sun was down when we got there, and the sun was down when we left.
Yeah, people said, how many games did you play when you were there? And
right.
I played about 1 1/4, and the one full game was a game of euchre. So
that was the only full game you played?
Yeah, and then I played about 1/4 of Trajan.
Oh, okay.
And that was it.
Okay, so what did you like that you saw the best?
Well, at least, from the interview perspective, when we were doing our interviews, the interview that I probably enjoyed the most was the Fragger guys, the Lamont brothers, doing Poseidon's Kingdom. That was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
For me as a player, though, I'd say the one I probably liked the most was Nefarious, which I'm a little biased because the publisher is one of my best friends, but I really liked the game, too.
That's good. And so have you gotten to play any of the Essen games while you've been here?
Well, yeah, actually. Oh, funny you mentioned that. We, John, my husband, and I did a set of tutorial videos for BGG Con. So we had to learn a whole bunch of games really, really fast and hopefully really, really accurately.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I've had to go back into YouTube and put up, not something we got wrong, but something we forgot.
Okay, that's better than getting it wrong, like with Quirkle.
Right, yes.
Not bitter. But
bitter at all.
Not bitter at all. So.
So I've done Welcome to Walnut Grove, really liked that one.
Yeah.
The drum roll, Coney Island.
Oh yeah.
Now I've finished a game of Trajan, really liked that too. So, and then what we're doing is we got home 44 games in our suitcases.
Wow, 40, that is dedication.
And not a single airline fee too.
And you guys were, if I remember correctly, nesting suitcases.
Oh yes.
Specifically to bring back games. That's dedication.
Oh yeah, John had a plan. We got home 44 games in our suitcase, which was quite the accomplishment. So, we obviously played some to do these tutorial videos, and then we all stacked them up on a card table at home. So as we play them, they come off the card table, and John's already sold a couple that he decided he didn't like. But I'm much less picky on that. I just say, throw it on the shelf, it's fine.
Behind me is Geek Buzz. We have it set up at Essen where people could go and play games around the convention and then come to us and rate the games, tell us how they felt about it, and it would get ranked top 25. We did over 200 games that we filmed at Essen, and now we brought back almost all of them for people to try and then rate on the Geek Buzz here. So now we've got 2 lists, one from Essen, which are the games that everybody at Essen liked, and the games from BGG Con that everybody here really liked. So it's a really cool system that we've got set up. Each year, BGG Con is held in Dallas, Texas, and this year we had 1,100 attendees.
There's a ballroom filled with tables open for gaming where people can play around the clock.
In the Hot Games room, we have volunteers teaching the new popular games from Essen. We've got vendors who are carrying their latest and greatest.
And there was also the flea market. People would bring games that they no longer wanted and put them up for sale or trade. You could get some great bargains, and you might even find that rare classic you've been dying to get your hands on.
And my favorite, the library. It's filled with almost 4,000 games to check out and play while you're here at the convention. And then, of course, there are the tournaments and events. We have just about 9 tournaments and events here that attendees can participate in. There's like Texas Hold'em, which is going on tonight. We have Teach You, which actually spans over 2 days, and it's still going on right now. There's Kingdom Builder on Saturday, which has a really cool prize sponsored by Queen Games. You get to go to Spiel at Essen 2012. That's really cool. And then we have the game show, which is going on tomorrow night, but hosted by Peter Serrett. So behind me is one of the puzzle hunt pieces. During the puzzle hunt, you have to go to different stations and pick up different packets. And each packet has instructions on how to solve the puzzle for that station. So right now we're standing at the lighthouse at Alexandria. So these guys behind me are working on that. There's all sorts of puzzles. They might be written, they might be hung up on the wall, they might be in your hand on a brick. So it takes a lot of teamwork and a lot of running to figure it out. How's it going?
It's going real well.
So I hear this is your first year doing a puzzle hunt.
It is the first time we've put together the puzzle hunt, and it's going pretty well. I think everybody running around having a good time.
So what does it take to do something like this?
Many, many hours.
Many hours?
Yeah, we spent a lot of hours putting puzzles together.
When did you start?
We probably started 2.5, 3 months ago, and as we drove around, we were working together, me and my wife, putting puzzles together back and forth, just kind of brainstorming.
Did you test them on other people first?
We did. We had a whole big, we had a party, and all the people that are working the puzzle hunt today as workers all did the puzzle hunt earlier. So we had it at our house, and we made our house into a hotel. We had a lobby and an elevator and all kinds of stuff.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty cool party.
It was.
So what's your favorite of the different puzzles? You don't have to reveal the end.
It would be Fleetus would be my favorite.
Okay.
And so that's a puzzle that they get a brick. So all they get is a brick, and they got to figure out what to do with it.
Okay, that's it? Just a brick?
It's pretty much a
brick. Is it a brick? Like
it's a
red brick? Wait.
It's a piece of cement.
Oh, wow. No clues?
They got some clues. If they read their puzzle packet carefully, they'll figure out what to do with the brick.
Okay.
And the story on this one is, this is super secret knowledge.
Okay.
All right. Is the person who built this structure wanted their name on it. He designed it.
Okay.
But the king wanted his name on it.
Okay.
So what he did is in the stone, he carved his name. But then he put the king's name in plaster over the stone. So over the years, rain washed the plaster away and left the architect's name underneath.
That's pretty clever.
So they got to get this wet, peel it off, and then it'll expose the name.
All right. Well, very cool. I'm looking for. I think everyone's having a good time. They're all running around.
They
so
are.
I'm assuming they're at least.
People, the regular gamers are wondering why everyone is moving so fast now. Like, it'll all end at 5.
It'll all end at 5 on the mark.
On the mark. That's when it ends. They have to turn in their stuff whether they're done or not.
The Kingdom Builder tournament ran for over 6 hours. After a nail-biting final round and the scores were tallied, Jesse Kinsey emerged victorious and will be flying across the globe to attend Spiel 2012, courtesy of Queen Games.
So hi, I'm Stephen Conway.
And I'm David Colson.
We are the hosts of a podcast about games and the people who love them called The Spiel. As kind of an offshoot from the podcast, we started 5 years ago a not-for-profit organization called the Spiel Foundation. The goal of the foundation is to donate bundles of games, 5 games, to children's hospitals and senior citizen centers. We've had such an outpouring of generosity over the past 5 years that we've actually gone nationwide now. Our big fundraiser every year is right here in Dallas at BGG Con. You might as well have fun, play some games while you raise money for a good cause.
The game show hosted by Peter Serrett is so popular, it's actually done twice. This year, at the second game show, my team won. It was so unexpected, but we were so excited. The Battling Tops tournament is a late-night rowdy event that's a must-see at BGG Con. Lucha Libre masks were encouraged, and some people took this very seriously. The competition is fierce, but it's all in good fun. There's lots of yelling, laughing, screaming, but in the end, only one could win. The runner-up was Bagface, also known as Morgan Dauntonville, and the winner of the 2011 Battling Tops tournament was the Great Falcone, Dwayne Hendrickson. Some people say it's impossible to photograph the Great Falcone, but we got him.
BGG Con is also where they reveal the winner of the annual Golden Geek Awards. These awards recognize games from RPG Geek, Video Game Geek, and Board Game Geek.
At the prize ceremony, BGG gave away over 100 board games, 2 crokinole boards that were hand-painted by Penny Hoff from Ryan Johnson's designs, and Geek surprised the audience by giving away a custom-built Portal gaming table.
Well, that's it for All Things Geek Episode 2 and for BGG Con 2011. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys next year. Okay, reset.